This is Andrea Jones, and you are watching my channel, Review Girl. So today we're going to be talking and reviewing some topics about T.I. with his beef with Tiny's ex-best friend, Shekinah Joe. So basically, we're hearing that T.I. was calling Tiny's friend a roach, and she said that he was calling her muzzle rat, all sorts of names. Now, when people get into heated debates or they're just joking, names do come up. So I'm not going to really get into that. This is 2022. People call each other all kinds of names. So what I will say is that I think it's unhealthy for T.I. to be arguing with any of Tiny's associates, friends, whatever you want to call that relationship that they had. I feel that Tiny really tried to sidekick Shekinah and just basically make it seem like she was like irrelevant in the media if Tiny was not in the forefront. I think people kind of got addicted to Shekinah's personality while Tiny is a little more reserved, and I think that's what really caused some tension as like, okay, this is supposed to be about me and my family and my kids. Why is it about Shekinah? And I think they just wanted her to tone it down a little bit and just kind of act like the help. Not saying that that was right, but I understand that when you're in the industry and you're trying to paint a certain type of image in the media, especially with having a reality show for you and your family, I think that it just kind of went left with people feeling like Shekinah was like the main attraction on certain episodes versus Tiny. But it was the relationship that she had with Tiny, which is what really made her glow when she first came into the limelight. So now let's get on some other topics. So people are saying that they don't believe that Tiny was ever really her friend. First of all, I'll say this from my experience of how I'm being played. People in the industry are going to gravitate to you when you're doing good. When you're doing good, everybody is your friend, or they're trying to tear you down, one or the other. So if you're in a position where you're not the singer, you're not the rapper, you're not the one married to the famous husband, then people are going to gravitate to them. It don't matter how messy they are. So let's get into another topic. And this is about a man named, I don't know how you say his name, but he was saying that Tiny and T.I. have a lot of bedroom secrets. So one thing that I saw was that Shekinah was telling that there was something going on between Bernice and T.I. and that it almost could have ended up in a physical altercation. So I saw that everybody felt like Shekinah was putting out too much of Tiny's marital problems. Now, she was having her back about a lot of stuff on social media, but then they started trying to say that none of this stuff was true, like that these women were lying or that he wasn't messing around on her. Now, that's his business. He's a grown-ass man. He can talk to as many women as he wants to. But if he wants to keep everything like he's with his wife, or if he's just been with his wife and he wants to refute the reports, then oh well. Now, it's been reports that he was sexually abusing women with his wife. So now it's like everything that Shekinah has said, even standing up for Tiny about the other women, it's like they're trying to silence her on everything and just make it seem like T.I. and Tiny have only been faithful to each other unless he actually admitted to something publicly. But it's really their business. But, throwing your friend under the bus, you know what I'm saying, for a man really is not good. But at the same time, that is her husband. And when it comes to a marriage, sometimes you just have to make a sacrifice, So anyway, I don't think it's healthy for her to be continuing to go back and forth with T.I. and Tiny. And hopefully they're not doing anything to retaliate against this woman, like ruin her career or do anything. She stated that she was doing hair for tips for T.I. and Tiny. And I thought that was a little bit shady, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool to get a little break start to your career, but at the same time, I feel that she should be properly paid for her work. Now, this man is saying that he was airing out some information about T.I. and Tiny. So y'all need to just check out that video and let me know what you think in the comments, or just make another review. And we need to get down to the bottom of this Shekinah Joe situation.